what excites me the most about what I do is really when I reflect on it, I think back to when I was a nurse. And what made me passionate about being a nurse is that I could influence my patients' experience directly. And so the fact that I am a chief diversity officer means that I can affect the outcomes of the patients we serve and the family and communities that we serve, as well as all of the employees, clinicians at Ochsner, indirectly helping them to have a great outcome every day, helping them to have increased engagement, and helping us to maintain an inclusive environment at Ochsner Health. The way that I approach a new challenge is to look at every challenge as an opportunity to improve and to commit from the very beginning that it's a journey that will make me be more resilient and also help the organization that I serve be more resilient. And my process is to learn as much about present state as possible through engaging with people verbally, through reading about a topic, through sharing with others in similar roles or organizations that have shared best practices, and through engaging all of those types of data, identify 4 or 5, depending on the situation, of things that I believe that could improve the situation or the challenge, and come up with implementation strategies to implement those things, and then always committing to carve out a reassessment period, because a lot of times people get all excited about the challenge, they implement something, and then they never go back to reassess whether you made the challenging situation better. And I believe that commitment of reassessing is really important. But I end on every challenge is an opportunity to do better. And my commitment to challenge is to embrace it, but also embrace it in the right way, that the intention is to be better after the crisis than you were before the crisis. The best business advice I received was early on in my career when one of my mentors shared with me the importance of purpose and passion. And those two, when you're leading or when you in your business life, it's important to have passion and purpose, but at the same time remaining humble and having a commitment to humility, and having a commitment of ownership of you will make mistakes, but just like we talked about, using those mistakes as a challenge to do better. I think because I'm new to the organization, I believe we've adapted to the new norm in the best way possible, which is to embrace the new norm, to be optimistic while at the same time being realistic, that while things will never be the same, how can we enter into this new normal and still maintain the high commitment to our patients and employees and each other in a very transparent manner, in that, of course, we have to do things differently, but explaining the why and being very transparent with that along the journey, I think distinguishes Ochsner from everyone else. Some of the things that I want to accomplish in the next year is to create a vision of what we aspire to be in the space of diversity and inclusion at Ochsner Health, creating an awareness of why diversity and inclusion is important, and then really outline the 5 objectives that we want to work towards for the rest of the year and really into the next 3 years. Which those 5 objectives are in the space of care. We commit to providing equitable care. We know that in order to do that, we need to have a diverse and inclusive leadership. And once you have that diverse and inclusive leadership, you need to create an inclusive space for all of our employees, for all of our clinicians and patients and families. And then to work and partner with our communities in the area of creating a comprehensive supply chain. And then finally, if we do all of that work, it's important that we have a communication strategy that's comprehensive for internally as well as externally. And then outlining, metrics that we will follow to monitor whether we're being successful or not.